Hello. Thanks for agreeing to set up this interview. As you know, we only have a short amount of time, so let's go ahead and get started right away. Now, I know that you've been involved in some work on community issues. Can you tell me what attracted you to the community issue that you chose at the beginning of the semester?
So, at the beginning of the semester, I did a speech about a community issue that was depression versus sadness. What first drove me to this issue was that I personally have experience with depression versus sadness, and I believe that it is important that we all know the difference between the two because you can hurt somebody's feelings if you don't know the difference between the two, or just assume that somebody's fake and having depression rather than, they're actually sad.
Okay, thank you. Now, your materials also said that you were involved in a community issue team project that focused on a call to action. Can you share with me what call to action your team put forward and why you chose that call to action?
So, our call to action in our team speech about online learning was that teachers should have their students put down their electronics and technology and get back to the basics. We believe that if students don't know how to use the basics, how can they be expected to fully understand what they're actually learning online and if it's true or not?
I see. Now, if I were to ask the other members of your team what they think your biggest strength is, what do you think they would say, and why do you think they would say it?
I believe that my teammates would say that my biggest strength in giving this speech was that I'm a great public speaker just in general. Sometimes my words get jumbled or I forget what I'm saying. But once I get on the right track, I can enunciate and get my point across very clearly so that others understand what I'm trying to say and when I'm trying to say it. I believe they would say this because I believe that I personally am a good public speaker. I just need to work on the content and the organization of it just a little bit more.
Okay, great. What for you was the most challenging thing about working with your team?
As in any team project, the most challenging part about working with a team is just working with the team in general. When it comes to a speech, usually it's only one person making the speech, but when it's two or three, you find that you're butting heads or have very different ideas of what you want your speech to look like. For me, when we did our speech, it was mostly trying to figure out the right words we wanted to use to describe how we wanted to say something.
Thank you. Okay, last question. In 30 seconds or so, tell me what your biggest takeaway was from Com 110 this semester. What will stick with you and be useful to you?
My biggest takeaway from Com 110 this semester will most likely be just the organization part in general and proper time management. Although proper time management wasn't necessarily taught in this course, I believe that it is important for this course to have proper time management, as I found out very quickly when I started the course. With the online assignments and everything else going on in the class and small group, you have to have good time management skills to get through this class with a decent grade.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. We'll probably be in touch with you in the next few weeks or so. Take care.